saw Lila the other day, and I wish I could just hate her and walk away from it and be done with it. But I love her, you know?
There's no weakness in forgiveness.
This is my dad. It's Coach Taylor. This is my dad.
This is my dad.
Gotta leave. Yeah, he's home for 2 weeks.
Look, it's just some pick-me-ups I've been taking. Just come give me a little edge.
You're an amazing woman, and you are a damn good mother. God, you are such a loser when it comes to this.
But how far am I supposed to go for love? I'll give
I'm sorry, sir. What you need? Look, I'm sorry for what I did. Am I off the team? Look, I know I'm not playing on Friday, but am I off the team? Don't I deserve to know? I should.
I don't understand why you're going over and over with that. You don't know right. It's not even touching the
That's the worst check right there.
First, go for it. Well, I'm just saying it. Well, do it.
My soaps in Dale's houses. You understand that? Coach, I got this. I can do it. It's real risky. Let me throw it. Risky.
Risky.
Yeah,
the other coach is like,
just want to put that on
in
the
the
record.
background, risky.
Make sure you hear me saying it.
Risky.
Fourth and long in their own territory. They don't get this. It could be disaster. This shit's just ain't hot.
You didn't even get it or not?
The crowd is on their feet. And this
The show's
is
not
a
about
walk
actually
of
winning
the dice
football,
for
so
Coach
they
Taylor.
don't even-
If they
It's about the
don't
story
make
in
it, the
between.
momentum shifts heavily in favor
So
of
you
South
think they're
Park.
gonna lose?
No. It's about the story in between.
Saracen is over the ball.
Let's go, beat. Let's go, beat.
He's got a man in motion. Saracen fires. It's
Oh, he did throw it fast.
That's why you say you gotta get rid of it quick.
Is that Riggins?
Good thing he looked at the play. Looked at some of his sketches.
Oh, yeah, Matt.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what, Buddy Garrett ain't gonna give a fuck if they win. He ain't gonna care what's going on with Smash. If they keep winning, you know.
Now they would have lost.
Yeah, they would
went
have
all up his
Yeah,
ass.
as hell.
I want to say thank you for trusting me out there tonight and letting me help us to get that win. It really meant a lot to me. I just wanted to let you know that.
You did good tonight. You had some good ideas. Keep your head on straight. Then we'll start congratulating each other. Other than that, you have a good night.
Okay, you too.
Do that. What the fuck?
Hey.
I know, his face was legit. And Matt doesn't even do what the fuck face is.
Well, we'll talk about some serious social issues. Because I know that you and I are going to see eye to eye on lots of things.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I'm
He's so annoyed. He's just annoyed because she gay. What's going on, bro? No, he can serve
It
it.
is super Texas.
Yeah, he can serve it.
And that's why I appreciate his wife, baby.
And that's what I love about him. He's collaborative. He's a fine coach because he will take an idea and he'll listen.
Pretty sure most of them ideas are coming from you, bud.
Well, I don't know about that, Reg.
Pretty sure.
Oh my God, most of the ideas we come from Buddy.
What? From the coach?
Yeah.
Trust. Most of all, you listen to yourself. I hope you realize just how far I'm sticking my neck out for you.
I do. And I'll never let you down again, sir.
No, I know.
Best damn not.
Best damn nut. He not trying to fuck up his life.
Congratulations on the big one tonight.
How are you?
Fine. How are you? You never told me how your lunch date went.
I think you know how it went.
Busted. I was jealous.
I ain't gonna lie.
Should I be jealous?
No.
I ain't gonna lie. Come here, kneel down.
You're beautiful. And you're smart. And you're talented. And you got your whole future ahead of you.
You're not gonna be my
Are
caregiver.
you breaking up with me?
My
Yes.
choices are much more limited than yours.
Sometimes I'm breaking up.
I went out with her tonight. And I basically spent the whole evening convincing myself that I was just a huge thorn in your side. And after I got done doing that, I started to think about Herc and why I like him so much. And I started to realize that I think I like him so much because he took his handicap and he didn't settle for just becoming as good as he was before. He tried to become a better man, and he did. And I think that if I could be more like him, maybe I wouldn't be such a bad guy to be around. And what he would do if he was in my shoes.
He would dump me and go after Tyra.
No, he wouldn't.
He told me.
He told me.
But if it were you that he loved, if it were you, Lila, I love you more than Michael's. And I have loved you like that since the first
That's strong keywords right there, man. What, life itself?
Lila Garrity,
You would die for her?
will you marry me?
That's why you keep that secret.
Oh, you came for a marriage?
Baby.
Whew. That's gonna be lots of arguing.
I feel like what he should have first did was like, you know what? I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life.
Yeah.
That's what I thought he was about to
Not
say.
marry me.
Not doubling down on love.
And help me out every day. Don't be. Man, that was episode 13 of Friday Night Lights. Our boys came through with another win, which is great. Thanks to our fearless quarterback doing his extensive research on the other team and pulling off the play of plays that got us into the playoffs, if you will. Smash finally getting smashed up with his drugs being found by his mama, which tend to always happen when your mama cleaning up your room. Whatever you're trying to hide up in there, it seems to always bubble up to the surface.
Mamas always know.
They be finding shit. And so she wasn't even kind of looking for nothing, you know. Mamas just be looking normal looking shit and just like.
But most
what is
mamas
that?
know.
So yeah, and the mama found it, and I think she snapped off the best way she could snap off on in that situation. And for Coach to be like, man, I know he was mulling through it. He was mulling through it, but somewhere in his head he was like, I think I can make this work. As long as nobody else knows about it except for me, his mama, and Smash, we could probably make this work. And I don't have to ruin his life right away. Now, that's still a 1,000,000,000% chance that he will not get into the NFL, right? But that needs to be
But
because he
that's
wasn't
not
good
even
enough.
his intention, though. His intention, really, the college and scholarships barely.
Yeah. The end, right? The end game.
Yeah.
Is NFL. So yeah, he can still get into college and not make it, and still. But the coach don't want to be in the way of that part, right? So he wanted to at least give him a chance to do that, and I think this was a great way for him to really let Smash know that you effed up, you found out, and don't let it happen again. And I think Smash is really gonna take the I'm good. And I think it was really good to him telling him too, don't be listening to these damn scouts out here, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they give you a little bit, but you do you. Mm-hmm. If you good, you good. That's just where they're gonna come and get you. And so I'm glad that worked out. Your boy Buddy Garrett over there, hiring Tyra's mama for nefarious reasons, it seems. We gonna find out what that is. Other than maybe he just want a voluptuous blonde as his secretary in the front room. Maybe that's what he want. Other than the person he just hired, like, yeah, this is a better representation of the car dealership. And so we'll see how that goes on there. But it seems like he wants to be a player up in here. He's a big shot in town, if y'all didn't know. As for the politician, so what? It is what it is. Coach just gonna have to deal with it. That's just one of the things the coach just gonna have to deal with. I thought his wife did a great job coming up in there. I was like, yeah, what it is. I'm helping her out. Now, yes, she did pick her because that is the coach's wife. That's why she picked her. But hell, if it can give her a little bit more power and money and influence in the town, why wouldn't you go for it? Do what you do. So we'll see how it all plays out on there. But yeah, the final end right there with our boy proposing at the end with Lila. I don't see that working out in a good favor because they are kids. They got a whole life ahead of them, and we'll see. I don't want to be negative, but I just know humans, and that ain't gonna work. Good episode. Can't wait to see it. Nothing.
Oh Lord. What the first thing I have to say, which was a surprise to me, and I wasn't expecting as far as what this series is, and what they'll introduce as far as controversial topics. I was not anticipating, although it feels like I should have, but the political aspect. I think that's very cool. It gives the series a couple extra points that they're going to take it there as far as the lesbians and like introducing politics in a town that's all around football and how they leverage the relationships because football is so big. I think that's very intriguing, and it does such a great job of balancing the kid aspect with all the players while still keeping the adult aspect there too, which makes it very enjoyable. So many years later, even with our demographic. So I think that's brilliant. I wasn't expecting it, and I feel like the way they just handle it in one episode with Tammy being like, you gotta get over it, and Coach Taylor being like, this is making me uncomfortable, is so realistic. I just thought it was very organic, and I was surprised they did it, and I'm interested to see how it plays out from here, and I wasn't expecting it. So that was my first major takeaway of this episode, was just introducing politics was not something I was expecting to see in the series. Additionally, I thought the way they handled Smash and all of that coming out was really great, especially being in the demographic of what the show is and the limitations of the show can do that, because the mama would have snapped a lot harder had it been in any other network where it was allowed, so they had to have restraints in that. But I think the way that it ultimately played out, I think especially utilizing, another athlete to be representative of what happens when you use and how it can mess up your career, I think was great. And I think, Coach Taylor is taking a big risk by, like, not reporting this, especially amidst freaking Louisiana boy, who he already was in trouble with. Like, you are just... You should not be, rocking the boat at this point. But I think it's justified. I think holding, Smash accountable to that and the drug testing and all of that makes sense. And I think benching him made sense too. Although to your point, I still can see like it coming up again because you created so much intrigue and mystery around why you bench Smash when he clearly didn't have an injury. So I'm hoping that's the end of it, but it still leaves it open-ended in which it still could get found out, but I hope it doesn't, obviously. I loved everything again. I think Matt, serves as the MVP of the episode yet again. The fact that he has all this stress going on, is still doing his due diligence as far as researching games. That's not even something he has to do. The fact that he found the play amidst sending his dad back, and he still was able to show up 100% amidst this emotional turmoil that he has with his situation at home. I just love Matt so much, and I'm so glad that even though it felt like the Coach Taylor disregarded his comments, he did take some time to review his plays, and ultimately they came through and, had that big W, and Matt had that big W, especially because he had such a shitty game when his dad was there. So I hate the situation, but it's great to see Matt excel amidst all the turmoil that he has going on. And then, it's so hard to have, like, good feelings about Jason and Lila. I wish it would have went a little bit different route. I have to say, I think I have a lot of respect for Jason for confronting Buddy, though, and being very direct and getting, like, stop bullshitting me. I know clearly you set her up. Don't play me. Like, I thought that was very bold for him to have a direct conversation with the dad. And although I don't agree with the dad's perspective, it's a perspective you absolutely knew the dad was going to have. And I think instead of just asking Lila to marry him, like, why not go and showcase, like, you are capable of taking care of yourself, getting a job, going to college, or having a life plan before you ask her to marry you. I think that was not the right decision, in my opinion. I feel like you could have, if you were using Dude as a representation of, like, how great he's showcased he can go beyond the limitations of his disability, getting married doesn't do that. Like, in my opinion, I feel like he should have, I thought this was going to motivate him to be like, listen, I'm going to get my shit together, and that way your dad can't say shit about it. But, so, I don't know. I don't love that. That's not the direction I thought it was going to go. We'll have to see it plays out, but as always, that whole situation gives me anxiety and doesn't sit well. And then, speaking of anxiety, introducing Tyra's mom in the buddy situation. Like, y'all trying to stress me the fuck out. Like, I'm just like, this is messy. This is just going to create drama.
I didn't even see that couple. Like, I don't even know
right.
why that's a thing.
So just, and I feel like Tyra was like, I think this might be a problem. Especially because clearly all Tyra's mama wants is a man to take care of her. She doesn't want to have to do the things herself.
She's very simple.
And
very simple.
I feel like she would take a situation, unfortunately, and be like, if she can, like, turn Buddy's head, like, this guy can clearly take care of me.
Yeah,
he has money.
and that's it. That's all she wants.
So, we'll have to see how that plays out. But yet again, such a great episode as far as entertaining factor goes, and can't wait to see where it goes from here.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Friday Night Lights Season 1, Episode 13. And until next time, people.